Hola party people, this is Alicia Monet and I have something to say. This video is all about self-love, the practical steps. How do you love yourself practically? Okay, so the reason why this was inspired by a good friend of mine who's over my house, and he's talking to me and he's like, I already know what you're gonna say, Alicia. You're gonna say you gotta love yourself first. You always tell me I gotta love myself first, but you don't never show me how to love myself first. You need to tell me, what do I need to do in order to love myself first? And I said, you know what, you're right about that, toy. It's my toy. I said, I need to do that. You're absolutely correct. I'm gonna make a video just for you, to teach you, to show you, to let you know the practical steps on how to love yourself. Okay, so look, I'm no expert at all this. I'm learning my damn self. Okay, I went many years without loving myself. I didn't even know I didn't love myself. You know what I mean? But so first things first, my whole waking up happened when I left the church. That's my starting point, because when I left the church back in August of 2012, the World Mission Society Church of God, the cult of An Sang Hong, who believe in Jerusalem Heavenly Mother in South Korea, and An Sang Hong as the second coming Christ. Yes. I was spiritually raped anally, like straight up. I was like the lowest of the low. And while I was in the church, I really didn't look in the mirror. My husband said I dressed in burlap. I went from dressing like a streetwalker to dressing in burlap. That's what he said. And I'm like, no, it's not that bad. Then my grandma told me. She was like, baby, if you don't take off them tights up underneath that dress. She said, you looking like somebody's grandma. I said, maybe I ought to listen. Maybe I ought to take heed, right? But then, look at me now. Okay, anyways. Whoa. Back to the point. So, back during that time, I didn't know what to do. So, I'm going to tell you what I did in order to help me to start loving myself and taking care of myself so that I can truly express my gifts that I have to give to the world. Okay? And be comfortable in my own skin. It feels so good to be comfortable in my own skin, to be able to love my body, every crevice, every stretch mark, every bump, every lump, every discoloration, everything. Like, oh my gosh, like, this is a long time coming, like, for real. You know, I've had a lot of body issues, just body issues. And I know my body is not myself, but my body is what I see. My body is what moves around and is the vehicle, you know, so it's very important. And so anyways, what I did, number one, I started a journal right here. October the 7th, 2012. See, it says it right there. And like, I started this journal because I knew that I had to get out of my funk. And in order to get out of my funk, I had to start this journal, because my mind, left to itself, destructive. And I'm like having this battle, because I always know my higher self is always in there. Like, listen, this is the right way to go. You know better. You know there's hope. You know there's this and that. Well, my mind was like, oh my God, you know. So anyway, I started a journal. And it's not just So what I did was, it's not just words. They're like magazine clippings. See my baby? He was 9 months there. Isn't he cute? Stuff I love. You know what I'm saying? Pictures. Ooh. New kind of threesome collection, just different things like that. Like little short stories. Bakeland is one of my favorites. You know, postcards from people, memorable things that I've collected. Because I like to, back when I was a part of the African Black Coalition, big up UC, ABC. What else? Powerful I am statements that I would say every day, or just about every day. What else? I open myself up and am ready to receive. Now this right here is magic. Writing down what you want and manifesting it. Because look, in 2013 I wrote, I now ask and open myself up to receive. The first thing on there, it says the resources to begin broadcasting divine inspiration. That was my #1 thing. in 2013. And oh my gosh, by the end of 2014, that manifested. This was around the time I wrote this on my way to my grandma's funeral. What else is on here? A support group for my healing projects. And that support group has come. I have my goddess partners that are just lining up, and just different partners that are partnering up with me so that we can heal this planet together. This is amazing. New positive and inspiring relationships and friendships. Yes. A higher dimension of vibration existence. Yes. Money, money, money. A new 4-door automatic big trunk space 2012 car. I got a 2013. Healing, divine inspiration, intervention, and meditation. These are projects that I have. Divine inspiration is radio. Divine intervention is one project that I have for the community. And divine meditation is one too. So anyways, that's later for all that. A part-time job or full-time play. Peace. Bliss was number 12. Honey, that, I don't even remember I wrote that. Like, a lot of the stuff, I forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie. After I said it for my 7 days, because I said this, I open myself up to receive, and I say these things out loud. And I've manifested just about most of the stuff on here. To be one with the Most High, to see beauty and awe, abundance of love, life, happiness, growth, appreciation, and money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Swimming in dough, right? New skills, follow through, to see my ideas out to completion. Yes. Courage to step out and pursue my dreams. Yes. Yes, the resources to travel around the world. Tools to cultivate my gifts, strengths, and to improve my weaknesses. Yes, and then pictures. Look at me in high school. Oh my gosh, this girl. Oh my gosh, that's my Kia right there. Sipping in the Kia on chrome. Look at me in high school. Oh my gosh, crazy. And then I have like just other stuff. I have artwork in here, stuff that I drew. Yeah. And just, you know, things like that. So it's an all around rainbow glitter star. That's me. So yeah, the journal was the first one. The second one was that I started listening to Wayne Dyer. I ended up listening to him because, you know, late night, there's those infomercials around like 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was like one of those types of programs on TV station. I don't know. And Wayne Dyer is a spiritual motivational speaker. He talks about matters of the spirit and how to manifest things and how to feel good. And so while I have my higher self telling me, you know, this is the way to go, this is what you need to do, so I could write that stuff down, so I could read it, so I could like make that my thought instead of the thoughts I was having, I still didn't feel good. I still felt horrible. I was still paranoid. I still thought that something was going to happen to me. I was still like, who the fuck am I? Like, what am I doing here? Do I even like where I'm at right now? Like, I have a whole life ahead of me. I don't have a plan. Like, the world was supposed to be done with. Like, I don't have a plan. And I always have a plan. Please believe me, I've always got a plan, but I didn't have a plan. So I felt like shit. I felt really low. So Wayne Dyer helped me to feel better, like to take little steps to raise my vibration. And once I was feeling good, my thoughts changed. It was just like upward hill from there. So that was good. And then Wayne Dyer, A New Heaven, New Earth, Eckhart Tolle. That book helped to change my life. The Four Agreements, which I don't know who wrote that right now. You can always Google it. Four Agreements. The Happiness Project. That right there set it off. The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. Basically, I used her rubric in order to enact my own happiness project, where I made my own 12 commandments to myself. I planned out each month of the year. I set aside a theme for each month of the year that I wanted to tackle in order so that I can live the life that I truly desire. Like, number one, get rid of all the clutter and all things I've done. It's something, if I needed a button to be fixed and I need to take it to a tailor to get it fixed, damn it, we're going to the tailor. If I had a shoe that needed to be fixed, if I'm not getting it fixed during this month, I'm throwing that shit away. Like, no. You know, all the stuff that needs to be done, all the clutter needs to be gotten rid of. And now, so then the second month, it was like all about the tailors. I was like, let my husband know that I am the best wife he's ever had. You know what I mean? Like, let me do that. Let me cultivate the tailors. Let me spend some time in my marriage making things right. You know? So I did that. And then the third month was all about me and my baby. Just me and my baby. Hey. And I like woke my baby up to bubbles. I made sure I gave him choices. I made sure that we made things imaginative and fun. You know, there was fantasy and make-believe, and I got him involved in everything. It was great. Till one day he's like, Mommy, can you stop blowing bubbles? I was like, you don't want bubbles in the morning? He's like, no, Mom. I was like, okay, baby, no more bubbles in the morning. The fourth month was all about letting it go. I was supposed to do a YouTube video about the church, and I was supposed to scrapbook everything about the church that I wanted to, and then release. Now, I did make a video, but I made a video like a year later. And I started the scrapbook. I haven't finished it yet. That is very tough for me. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the church, I am open about, oh, I was in a cult. But when it comes time for me to actually write that story out or to discuss in great length and detail, I'm working on it. You know, I'm getting there. It's still a scar. It's a scar, you know, and like picking at the scab. I'm working on it though, because it has to come out. So it will. I'm not worried about it though. I'm getting more and more comfortable talking about it, so I'm good. The fifth month was all about me. Okay, so go on and on and on. There was like a month with crystals and crystal work, aromatherapy, and color therapy. There was a month that was supposed to be about yoga and meditation where I enacted that. So each month I pick up this theme and then I carry it on with me to the next month, and then I pick up another theme and carry it on with me all throughout the year. So by the end of the year, I was like on a fast track to living the life I desire. Because then from that point on, I was like, okay, I create this. In 2013, when I wrote that plan, I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. I'm saying I didn't have anything. Yes, I did. I had a house. I had a husband. I had a baby. And I had breath. I had a body. I was healthy. I had a juicer. I was great. But I didn't have a job, and I was feeling kind of low about myself because I didn't have a job, even though I knew that my job was being a mother and a wife. Due to outside people outside of me, I felt like a worthless bum because I didn't have a job. And I'm like, I'm a woman, like this is my job. Like, I didn't feel comfortable leaving my baby with just any old body. And I'm like, let me teach him how to talk, then I'll go to work. This is totally off subject. Good God. So yeah, so we got the journal. We have all this. We have the Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, which changed my life. I planned out the whole year. It was great. And then crystal therapy helped a lot. Meditation took it to a whole nother level. Meditation, everything. Meditation, amazing. Meditation helped me to get quiet. To get quiet and to feel my spirit inside of my body. To feel the energy inside of me and to use that energy to open doors, to open the door. Because everything we want is just right there. The only reason why we don't have it right now is because we have the door closed. We just got to open the door and allow that stuff in. And so that's what meditation did for me. Abraham Hicks, Ask and It Shall Be Given. That book changed my life. Life changer. Okay, so those are all the things that helped me, you know, with my mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Then like my body, okay? Like I mentioned earlier, I had body issues, like serious body issues. And people can say, oh my gosh, Alicia, you're so beautiful. How can you say that? Oh girl, I hate you. I can't stand you. You skinny and you think you need to lose weight or you think you need to gain weight. Like ain't nothing wrong with you. Like first of all, people, let's try something new. Let's try not to impose your thoughts and your feelings onto somebody else. Just because you see me and you think I look good doesn't mean I think I look good. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's with anybody. You might think, oh my gosh, your body is perfect. And I might think my body's not perfect. So don't sit up here and try to beat me down because of the way I feel about myself. You work on how you feel about yourself. And I'll work on the way I feel about myself. And let's just leave that alone. How about that? Anyways, so I had body issues, like serious body issues. Like it was so bad. Like I would work out. Like honestly, I'm not a gym person. You know, I'm not a big workout person. I like to physically do things. Let's go on a hike. Let's go dancing all night. Let's go do something that makes me move my body. And there goes my exercise. You know, that's just me. What can I say? But I did try like P90X and Insanity and all that. Like once a week. Not consistently. Not even close to consistently. And you know, here and there I worked out a little bit. But I received so much pressure to lose my baby fat and to get in shape and like, yeah, you know, this is cute, but look at that. You know, you got all this hanging out, and like, it really fucked in my head. So like, I couldn't even look in the mirror. I couldn't look in the mirror. I didn't like my body. I felt self-conscious, which makes it hard to have sex when you feel self-conscious about your body. Like, I just wasn't popping. So what I started to do was look myself in the mirror and say, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. I love you. I love you. I love you just the way you are. You are beautiful just the way you are. I had to say this out loud to myself in the mirror. I had to force myself to look because I will be in front of the mirror, looking off, looking down. And if you see my bathroom, my front bathroom has so many mirrors. And I'm like, fuck this bathroom. So I would go to my back bathroom where there was only one. Like, that's easy. And I still would be like looking down. You can't get away from them in the front bathroom. Anywhere you turn, they're there. And so it was so crazy too, because my friends that grew up with me were like, I can't believe you don't have any mirrors in your house, Leash. I used to have a whole wall that was a mirror from top to bottom because I would dance. And that's a whole nother one. I didn't dance for like 5 years. Like literally did not dance for like 5 years. Bitch? Bitch, what? I'm a dancer. I'm a freaking dancer. Anyway, so I had to look at myself and tell myself, you are beautiful. I love you just the way you are. And I got that mantra from my son, who was like 2 something at the time. I don't remember. And he told me once, he was like, Mommy. I was like, yes, baby. He was like, Mommy, I love you. I love you just the way you are. And I like melted and like, oh, I love you just the way I am. I'm like, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. You love me. Because there was one point where I felt so fucking worthless. I felt like I was no good to my own son. And everybody was like, you're like the best mom ever. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, I didn't talk to anybody about that but one person, but still. Like, I felt like I was no good for my own son, who I fed from my breast, who I gave birth to. That's horrible. But those days are done. So yeah, I said that. Eventually, I was able to look in the mirror with a face full of acne and say, I love you just the way you are. And next thing you know, after a while, it wasn't the next thing you know. It was some time. I'm like, I love you. You are beautiful. You are everything. Oh my gosh, look at your body, girl. You are sexy. Oh my goodness. Look at those arms. Look at, yeah, it turned into that. That's what it is right now. I still, every single day, I'm in the mirror in the morning or whenever I have time, and I'm rubbing my body, rub it down with lotion, or no, I don't even use lotion, with oil or body butter. Yes, body butter, baby. That's what I really love. And then I am like rubbing my body, and I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. You look good, girl. And then I do my affirmations. I am a light being. I'm a light giver. Everywhere I go, things are going to come to life. Everything I touch is going to turn into gold. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. The breath of life flows through my, comes out of my mouth. You know what I mean? Like just everything. Like I just go in, you know. I tell myself what it is. Money's attracted to me like a magnet. I'm telling you, every time I pick up my phone, my PayPal account is just going off. I tell myself these things. And I mean them. I feel them. Today's going to be magical. Oh my gosh. Something's going to happen today. I'm expecting it. I don't know what it is. It's going to be so good. It's going to be real juicy. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. I open myself up and I allow myself to receive all that is good, all that is for me, all that I need in order to get to the next level. Yes, I accept it. Ashe. And that's what I say. That's what I do. So that's that. And then there's the whole body aspect. So yeah, that's one part, loving your body, being able to look yourself in the mirror and to caress yourself and, you know, fill yourself up with good energy. But then also take care of your body. Eat the right foods. You got to eat properly. Drink lots of water, which I'm guilty of. I don't drink nearly as much water as I should drink. Not at all. But I work at it. I take my supplements. I take my elixirs. You know what I mean? And I eat well. And so, yeah, and then, like, other stuff, too. Like, mind the company you keep. If I was around, I don't surround myself by negative people, but when you're around certain groups or certain people, you know, and you're trying to elevate and get out of a funk, certain people are not the right people to be around. I'm going to tell you who these people are. These are people who talk about other people. If you go to somebody's house or you're around somebody, and the first 3 minutes of the conversation is about somebody else, and that's like the 3 minutes in, you in the wrong group. Or talking about the past all the damn time. Nobody want to hear about that. Or people who complain all the time. Or people who don't have any type of appreciation for life. Or people who are super judgmental, always telling you what you need to do and what you don't need to do and what you did wrong, and always pointing out your flaws. You don't need to be around that. That's not going to help you to love yourself. Actually, that's going to work against you loving yourself, because this loving yourself thing, these practical steps that I'm giving you, I didn't say it was going to be easy. I just said these are the steps I took. And these are the steps I took. Perhaps your journey, your path is different. Perhaps you don't need any of this. But I can tell you some inspirational people on YouTube that you can look at. Infinite Waters Diving Deep. Yeah, that guy. Alicia Monet. Yes, that one. Okay, so let me just give you a run through. Here is a recap of the things, the practical steps to loving yourself. 1, start a journal. 2, listen to Wayne Dyer. Look up Wayne Dyer. Find some of his recordings. Abraham Hicks. Find some of his recordings. Books. Eckhart Tolle, New Heaven, New Earth. Gretchen Rubin, The Happiness Project. I did The Happiness Project. Meditation. Crystal therapy. Aromatherapy. Mantras in the morning. Looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, I love you just the way you are. You are beautiful. Looking at your body parts. Actually looking at them in the mirror. And accepting all of you. All of you. I have chin hair. I have like 3 chin hairs. I have to pull them out. I love it. I have a mustache. It's probably thicker than some of you dudes. And I embrace it. What can I say? I didn't always. I don't get my eyebrows done. I just don't. Like, all that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I don't need makeup. I don't need none of that stuff. And if you feel like you need makeup, look yourself in the mirror without any makeup on, and you tell yourself, I am beautiful. I love me just the way that I am. My natural beauty is radiant. It's more radiant than any makeup can ever be. Tell yourself these things. You can create your own mantras. So yeah, mantras, and then looking your loving your body. Looking yourself in the mirror while you're lotioning up and caressing your body and rubbing your body and admiring your body, and it feels so good and it looks so good. And yes, love yourself. Love yourself. And then eat right. Eat right, because that's going to help you. When you're eating correctly, then you're feeding your cells the proper nutrients, minerals, and vitamins that it needs in order so that you can function the way that you were created to function. And I'm just going to say this about the way you were created to function. We're magical beings. We have abilities beyond our knowledge of them. And we can tap into them without even having knowledge of them when we are in a very clean state, physically, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. So once you start feeding your body correctly, you start feeling better, drinking water, then you can become a channel. You already are a channel. You can open up, you can be a more effective channel. And yeah, those are the practical steps for loving yourself. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, just let me know. I love you guys. I'm still working on these things. I mean, I'm still working on loving myself. It's a process every day. There are things about me I'm finding out like every day. Some things I don't really like. But guess what? It's me, and I have a decision to make. I can choose to transmute this. I can choose to just get rid of it. I can choose to use it for my benefit. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or let me know. This is Alicia Monet, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.